In a way, too quick, too slick, too powerful.
If you look at the rankings, you've got Goodman's number 3.
Honest opinion is Goodman shouldn't even be tying his laces.
So do you think Goodman has anything that these guys...
Goodman's not going to give
really
Inoue any issues at all.
Inoue is 3-50.
Goodman will be 18-1.
Goodman is 9-1.
I can't see a way Goodman beats him.
Welcome back to BoxCast. In this episode, we're going to look at the upcoming fight that's been rearranged between Naoya Inoue and Sam Goodman. It's supposed to be on the Christmas Eve, the 24th of December, but it's now been pushed back a month to January the 24th because of an injury to Sam Goodman, I believe. Right, I'll do the tail of the tape and then we'll get into it, isn't it? So Naoya Inoue has a perfect record of 28 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. He's had 28 fights. 25 of those 28 wins have been by KO. He's age 31. I know you're an Ahmed Ali fan, but come on, don't sabotage. He's 5'5", 164 centimeters. He's got a 68-inch reach, which is 173 centimeters. This is at the super bantamweight, so it's 122 pounds, 55.3 kilos, and he fights out of an orthodox stance. Sam Goodman's record is also perfect. It's 19 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. So he's had 19 fights in total. 8 of those 19 wins by KO. He's age 26. He's slightly taller, 5'7", 169 centimeters. But he loses out on the reach a little bit. He's 66.5 inches, so 169 centimeters. And he also fights out an orthodox stance. So this is going to take place, as I've said, on the 24th of January now at the Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan. And it's for all the belts, so ring, WBO, IBF, WBC, WBA. And I think Sam Goodman is the mandatory for the WBO and the IBF. He's the number 1 contender. Yeah, what do you think here? The monster.
So my honest opinion, or do you want me to be...
You can be whatever you want, entertaining or honest or whatever.
Honest opinion is Goodman shouldn't even be tying his laces.
Okay.
Inoue's just going to steamroll.
Mr. Goodman does not think that.
Inoue's going to steamroll him.
Mm-hmm.
Inoue, too quick, too slick, too powerful, better punches, better footwork, better at cutting off the ring, better at putting combinations together. Better boxing IQ. He's just better than this kid in every single department by a long, long way. It's not taken away from anything from Goodman, but
it is quite hard to see past, isn't it?
You just don't stand a chance, mate.
If you look at the rankings, you've got Goodman's number 3 behind MJ Akhmadaliev and Marlon Tapales. He's already beaten Tabales. He beat Fulton, who was the guy in the division, allegedly, who'd beaten Figueroa to get the belts, I think. Or was it Roman? The 2 guys who were. Fulton beat them to unify. Inoue's beaten him in his first fight at this weight. Quite comprehensively. It's one of our first videos on here, I think, on our channel. And then he was supposed to fight the other unified holder, which was Akhmadaliev, who got beat by Tapales, and he's beaten Tapales. Neri's the other 4th ranked. And whilst he managed to knock Inoue down for the first time, I think in his professional career, he just is the same result. He's come back and done it at this weight. And then, it is TJ Dehaney, but who's a tough guy, but he took care of him fairly easily. So do you think Goodman has anything that these guys...
No.
Because he's already fought the boxer, he's fought the puncher, he's fought...
Goodman's not going to give
really
Inoue any issues at all. And
it's height advantage.
Oh, wow.
We're trying to make this entertaining.
It's not going to be...
Let's give him a bit of a chance.
No, because it's not. I don't rate Goodman. I never have rate. Look, you might get like a Cambosis Lopez or a Poirot Matisse type thing. But it's not going to happen in this.
Well, I think the only chance, and we've said this, well, I've said it, and I think we've said it, is the only chance you really got is if you're a puncher. 6 out of 14 isn't really a puncher at this weight. It doesn't give you much. You're not going to outbox Inoue. Everything else about Inoue is in a different level. So I think in boxing IQ, boxing level.
Come on.
Has he got the power to knock him out?
Let me find some positives.
Yeah, come on. He's Australian. They haven't got a champion. They need one.
I can't find a positive for Goodman to try and beat Inoue. Mm-hmm. It could frustrate him for a few rounds. But every fighter tries to frustrate him for a few rounds Inoue catches up with you. As soon as you taste his power, you go into your shell.
It's what Maloney did. It's what most of the others have done in everyone in the weight. It's just,
and I can't see...
Palace was tough as nails, and even him.
Yeah.
Well, it took longer, but just...
I just think Goodman will do exactly the same thing. He might come out with all this brash talking.
Until he gets punched.
And then...
in the body. It's not even punched in the face with Inoue when he did one of those body shots.
I just think you're going to go into your shell.
So he does a Butler and runs for 11 rounds. See how long he can stay in there.
Yeah. I just think it's a mismatch. I know that a lot of people might completely disagree with me and it sounds harsh, but I just...
Well, he is the mandatory for WBO and IBF.
Yeah, but who's he fought?
I'm trying to give him some positives.
I'm getting annoyed.
I'm on the same page as you. So basically...
no, the only thing is I think he got the... Yeah, he might be the mandatory, but he got the fight because I think he went in the ring and disrespected in a way.
I think there's it's like the Neri thing. There's a bit of a... he's getting a slap.
He is going to get a slap, a bloody good one.
Because... Yeah. I think there is people in this division who are more deserving of a fight.
What's great is we love Inoue.
Yeah.
We get to see him fight, and everyone should watch Inoue fight because he's just...
I'm a bit disappointed it's gone off Christmas Eve as
I
well.
know. I was really excited for that. Although, but I was excited for it.
The thing with Inoue as well, he gets better. Because he made a mistake against Neri where he rushed out a bit. That's why he got caught. And then he calmed down and then obviously dealt with the fight. Whereas against Dehaney, he did it more systematically. And he wins in different ways against the different opponents. So you would expect that he's got his game plan. I think he's a bit more mature. He's not going to rush out. So, and he's always prepared, like professionally, whoever he's fighting. So it's hard to see how Goodman beats him, really. Because like I said, the only chance you've got is if you're a punch. If you've got that one punch where you've got combo power, heavy hands, and I don't think Goodman suggests that, then you ain't going to outbox him.
No.
Unless he's going to show something he's never shown us before, and we go, wow.
Not going to happen.
I don't think so, yeah. I think Inoue's already been signed up as an ambassador for Riyadh season, and I think he's also said in 2025 he's going to be fighting in America as well. So I think that, this is just a step on the path.
It's just, I
mean, in the list, he has to fight him because he's there and he's an unbeaten guy. In that list, he's
I think it's a mandatory as well.
He's a mandatory in 2 weights.
So, but I just can't see anything other than an Inoue win.
Should I get to the... Yeah, go on, carry on while I just want to get the boxing thingy, the betting.
I like it when Inoue's in good fights. I just don't think this is going to be it's going to be a good fight for Inoue because it's going to show, I think, him looking even better.
Shall I give you the odds?
I will
They're
go
quite close.
For... You're a liar. I'm going to go for...
It's all relative.
Goodman will be 18-1.
They're not that far. Inoue is 3-50. Favourite to win.
Yeah.
And Goodman is 9-1. 9-1. It's worth putting a few quid on, except you're going to lose it. Yeah, I think it's hard to make a good case for where Goodman can win because you could see with the others. Tapales is tough as nails. Fulton was supposed to be the better boxer.
I mean, that's what I was trying to
Neri
say.
had that bit of about him.
I could see a way others could beat Inoue. I can't see a way Goodman beats him. I don't think he can out-tough him. Well, maybe. I mean, the Aussies are tough.
Yeah.
They are built tough. But
You can be tough, but it's like, what are you going to be? You've either got to be outskill him, which no, and out like power him, and again that's no. And I think realistically in any of these fights, he's only outpowered him, and he ain't that. I don't think he's that as tough as he might get it to points. I think a win for Goodman is getting it to points, but again, I can't see that. Like I'm with you. I'm trying to make a case as be as neutral as possible.
But I just can't.
Sorry to our Australian friends, I can't see him winning.
No.
Unless Inoue has the worst day of like days, doesn't turn up and isn't prepared properly, which is not Naoya Inoue and his team and his thing. And I'm not sure an injury a month before, even with like you can heal up and do it, but you're still not going to be great. Helps in that kind of thing.
No.
Because I think it's like a cut or something. I don't think
it's just a little tiny. He's got 4 stitches above his eye. Big girl's blouse pulling out the fight for that, to be honest.
If you're facing the monster, would you want
No. I mean, from what I heard, Goodman wanted to fight. His team said no.
Yeah, I think it's just sensible, but it's not delayed that much. It's only a month.
And you know what? I give him respect. He's taken the fight against a guy who
has a near enough 90% knockout ratio.
It's not just that. He's arguably the pound for pound number one.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. So you want to be at your very, very best.
Can I say some things for those Naoya Inoue haters?
Has he got any?
Oh, you should see comments. Or not, we don't have, we would obviously fans, but those people who say, oh, he hasn't fought anywhere, he hasn't fought anyone. This, I believe, is either his 23rd or his 24th world title fight out of 28 fights. It's definitely the 23rd. It may be the 24th because I'm just thinking it's like, because it was either the 22nd or 23rd versus Dehaney. Yeah. And he's won all of them.
It's not that he hasn't fought anyone. He's beat every single person
in
the division.
Yeah.
Apart from...
Well, all right, let's go. What's next? So we're assuming Inoue's going to win.
I need your prediction.
KO round 6.
Okay.
For Inoue. Just in case you needed that clarification.
I went for round 4.
Round 4?
Yeah.
I could see that.
And yeah, I think it'd be a comfortable night's work for him.
I think this fight is
Goodman
because
fans.
Goodman's rubbed him up a little bit the wrong way.
Yeah, stupid boy.
So I don't think he's going to take too long to take him out. No. I think Goodman's going to be, as much as for all his bravado talk, I think and they're going to be a bit cautious. Yeah. So they'll drag it for a little bit, but in a way we'll catch up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, all right, assuming that like I said, he's in a way signed up for. He's on the Riyadh season now as an ambassador. I believe it's whatever the technical word is. I believe it's ambassador for that, which is getting paid more than most people get to fight just to be that, to promote Riyadh season. And he said, I think they've come out, I don't know whether it's him or Bob Adams come out and said he's going to be fighting in the USA definitely in 2025 at some point. So who do we see next? Because there's a little guy called MJ Akhmadaliev who's just had a pretty good win, which I think you've sort of become a little bit more of a fan of his now. Although, so in this division, there's only 2 really, isn't it? There's him
in this division,
and there's Picasso.
No, in this division, there's only Akhmadaliev. That's it.
Yeah, there's David Picasso who's had.
No, stop mentioning him. There's nothing to do with him. He's not. The only man in this division is Akhmadaliev.
Yeah, I think that's the only fight left for him.
The biggest fight. No.
Okay. What do we think?
I possibly think Bam Bam.
Well, I think that depends. Does he stay there for Bam Bam to come up? Because there's a longer step up for. Because the obvious step up is Nakatani, but I don't know if they're going to do a Japanese. Because
no, I think
in bantamweight you've got Nakatani, and then super flyweight is Bam Bam champion.
Hey, Bam Bam's can do it. He can move up
because he's only stepped up to super flyweight.
Yeah, but he's bigger than flyweight.
He was flyweight champion, then he stepped up to super flyweight in it. So he's only like he was 112-pound champion, isn't it? And then he stepped up and to 115. So now he's the WBC, yeah, that's what I was trying to find, just to make sure. And ring champion at super flyweight. Because he beat Estrada, didn't he?
Yeah.
Twice. No, was it? Or did he beat Estrada?
I think it's a...
And in that division, there's only Martinez is the only one who's left.
There's already talk about...
Him and Nakatani would be the first one, I would say.
Nah, maybe, but...
Or one of the...
Yeah, but there's already talk about Bam Bam and Inoue fighting.
Yeah. There's always talk. There's talk of Inoue and Gervonta Davis. So, yeah, I think Bam Bam would have to step up.
Obviously, but Inoue's not going to drop down.
To bantamweight first.
Why?
And take one of those on.
Why?
Because it'd be sensible. You're going to go from 115 to 122 against the guy who knocks out people for fun.
Bam Bam
like
knocks out
90%.
people for fun. Bam Bam destroys him.
I think if they were equal weight, it's a very, very good fight. I think stepping up to... If he steps up now to weight,
I'll be honest.
I think it's hard because you're against they're two of the best pound-for-pound boxers.
I'm joking about the Bam Bam fight. Yeah, it's a fight.
But I think it's something should happen in future.
It might happen in a couple of years. At the moment, the only fight I think in a way should take is Akhmed Aliev.
Yeah. I think at this weight is Akhmed Aliev, and then it's whether he wants to move up or does he stay and wait for the Nakatanis or the Bam Bams.
Maybe. We'll see. But I think the only other fight for him at this weight division...
Shabazz Masood.
Who?
Shabazz Masood. The guy who beat...
No.
I know, I'm joking. Just throwing it in.
It's Akhmed Aliev or no one.
No, I think it's got to be Akhmed Aliev next.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. And then if he hangs around, then after Akhmed Aliev, then probably...
Or like you say, he moves up
Picasso.
and fights... Who's the WBC champion?
Brandon Figueroa.
Fights him.
Brandon Figueroa's having a fight against Fulton first, which would be interesting at the end of the fight. Would he fight him again if they were champions?
If Fulton wins that, I can see Inoue moving up to fight Fulton again, you know.
How bad would you feel for and wipe out again?
Because
then nobody can make an excuse that he was too small for the weight.
The thing is if you move up in weight as WBC... Oh, no, is it WBC or WBA where you can move up in weight and you automatically fight the champion?
I think one's discretionary, but I think WBC, you're automatically the number one contender.
Yeah.
If you move up in weight with the belt.
Possibly. Or is it? It's one of the two anyway.
I mean, he's got both. So, like, it's either Nick Ball or Brandon Figueroa. See, I'd
stay away from Nick Ball.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I would fight one of the other two. I think Figueroa, Fulton, or Angelo Leo. I think Espinoza and Nick Ball, I would stay away from.
Don't get me wrong, Inoue's a better boxer than Nick Ball.
Yeah.
But
Nick Ball is a beast as well.
I think Inoue...
He wouldn't put it like this. The first fight I'd want to have in the step up division isn't Nick Ball.
No, not a chance.
I think you'd want to grow into the weight.
Nick Ball is going to give you kittens.
Even Figueroa is tough because Figueroa is like a Fandora. He's a big, tall lump. And I think he was fighting at super bantamweight, but it's a bit like it was too low a weight for him. Yeah. He's been better at featherweight. Yeah, there are some tough characters in that. You got Vargas, Ball, Raymond Ford in the Figueroa. Fulton stepped up to that, although he wasn't great in his last fight. And then I think Espinoza is pretty damn good. In the Coelho's in that. There's the other Ramirez, although he's had a few losses. It's an interesting division to step into, but Nick Ball wouldn't be the first. I would think that is bad matchmaking, as they say.
Definitely.
But I mean, the thing is this, as big as any of them are, the Monster is a bigger name than all of them. He could get a fight with anybody.
He can, yeah, but we'll see.
But yeah, I agree. Like, I think the fight at Super Bantamweight, after assuming he does what he should do against Goodman and what most people think he will, is Akhmed Aliev. And then I think he's done in that. And that's if he gets past Akhmed Aliev, or when he gets past Akhmed Aliev, that's the mic drop and leave then, innit? Is either retire or go up. Or then is that the time you wait for your Nakatanis or your Bam Bam?
I honestly...
Seriously, though,
don't
do you
know.
think Bam Bam could go up and fight him next year? Say, if a man beats Goodman, all right, that's January. Say he has another fight. He normally has 3. So say if he has one about May-ish against Ahmed.
No, I think it
does him in September, October. Do you think Bam Bam would be
No, I
ready?
think it takes Bam Bam 2 years.
Yeah. So I think it's Nakatani. But Nakatani's not undisputed at his
I
division
could
yet,
see
is he?
that fight, but... Yeah,
I'm
I
not
could
sure
see
it's
that
great
fight.
for Inoue. I think it'd be a huge jump for Nakatani.
Yeah.
But the problem they've got in it, they've got like all the champions are bantamweight or Japanese. So do they actually want to have like a undisputed or whatever it is and take away all the champions? Or did they get him to like one of him to move up? Or did they wait for Inoue to move and then he goes up? Did they really want to like destroy their own
Champions.
Yeah.
It's a tough...
It's a
Do you know
tough
what? I
matchmaking
think
thing, innit?
they'll already have a plan in place, I think. And we'll just have to wait and see. You can speculate all you want. Well, yeah, I'd like to see him to fight Ahmed Ali after Goodman. And then...
Well, then, like I was saying, then is he done in that division?
I think if Raymond Ford wins, I think he could go straight up and fight Ray Ford again. Definitely.
Fulton, you mean?
Fulton.
Stephen Fulton.
Yeah, I think he'd go straight up and boom.
Yeah.
Why not?
And then champion in 5 weight classes. Yeah. I would do that. I think that's a good matchmaking. Not sure it's great matchmaking for Stephen Fulton, but like I don't think he'd have a choice.
No.
It'd still probably be the bigger payday. Yeah, and then you'd have to pick a bit to get used to the weight and the division. And then see what Nick Ball does, and hopefully he's
It's
near
whether
the
he
end of
can
that.
move up in weight. Some people are built to move up in weight. They've got the frame and stuff like that. He might not be able to move up.
Well, he's going to be 32 as well
Exactly,
next, and the thing is, even at like super bantamweight, he does look a bit small against some of them.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks huge because of his presence, but like physically, he looks small even against the Neri and I mean, even against Goodman, he may look small. And then, do you really need to go up? What does he need to prove for anybody? Not really anything.
Nothing.
Yeah. So, I think, we shall see. But yeah, we've got our predictions. So, what was our predictions? We got,
I have gone for round 4.
and I've gone for round 6.
Yeah, and do you know what?
I think you're probably closer.
I think we'll be pretty much on the money there. No disrespect to Sam Goodman, I just don't think he's good enough to trouble Inoue at all.
I think you could frustrate him, but I don't think he's going to trouble him.
Hey, you never know. We've been wrong,
Everybody's been wrong.
but I just can't see it. So, and like you say, I'm very disappointed it's not on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it because it would have been undisputed.
I like
heavyweight
watching
and then
his fights
undisputed.
around because he's always had fights on Christmas.
He's like
around
Boxing
Christmas,
Day and stuff, isn't it?
I'm really,
Perfect.
it was me good Boxing Day morning with me bubble and squeak watching in a way.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
great. But yeah, I don't know. It's good to see him back fighting again. Like I say, we are.
Well, the good
fans.
thing about Inoue compared to the time is he does get like his 3 odd fights, 4 fights in a year, usually 3. So you get to see him, which is always nice. And the Japanese ones tend to be at a good time to watch as well, which is nice.
So,
Not
some more
ridiculous
fights in
time.
Japan, please.
But yeah, we shall see. So we look forward to that one. Let us know what you think. Like, subscribe, and comment. The usual goodness. We've got over 500 now, so we're going for 1,000. The next target. So help us get there. It makes it easier for us, a little bit more motivation to make more good content for you to watch. And yeah, we've got a few ideas to step up our game as well next year.
Yes.
So our New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
And we shall see you in the next one, which, depending on how fights get arranged, or it might be our yearly review. We'll see.
Yeah,
what
I think
we
we'll
can
do a yearly
after.
review.
Well, it'll probably be the after fights of the ones we've Tyson Fury, etc. Not Tyson Fury, Usyk and Fury too, and the undercard, and then and then we'll probably do a roundup of the year if there's no fights in between, seeing as some of them unfortunately have been rearranged. it would have been cool to have them on Inoue. But yeah, we will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for all your support and watching us. Take care.
See you now.